All right,
Morning Space School. Welcome to graduation, and we are going to get started. Francesco, if you would like to welcome us.
Yes. Okay, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. It depends where you are, right? I'd like to welcome all of you to our first virtual graduation ceremony for Global Space School. And I'd like to say that, graduating, you are entering a family that will stand by you. We didn't get to meet in person, although I hope we do one day. But we're here. We're here, and we hope we can help you, whatever the foundation is be able to do by give you good contact or provide any information we might able to. You always are welcome to ask. And again, hope we'll meet. I don't know if all of you will be able to join next year, assuming that the situation go back to normal. But even if you can't or don't, one day you can come here in Houston. We will always be happy to host you. And maybe you'll come here to help us as a mentor or as help the organization itself. Who knows? So what the foundation does, you probably know, we promote STEM studies and international collaboration, and we do that through space. Why? Well, personally, I don't think space need any additional justification. It's in our DNA. We are explorer. Human always push their limits, always try to explain the unknown, and space exploration encompass all that. Right, to going beyond the limits of our own planet, maybe pushing ourselves one day outside our solar system and so forth. But also space is the place where if you ask any astronaut or cosmonaut, when they look back at Earth from space, they don't see any borders. They don't see any country lines. They see themselves, and so see ourselves as well, as a united group of people, the human race. And I think that the different cultures and the different way to think, it brings to the table things that are impossible to do without. So for me, diversity is richness. And that's true not just because you're from a different country, because you have a different culture, you grow up in a different way. And so each of you bring to the table something different. And this is the same diversity for ethnicity or religion. Diversity is richness. Always look at the other, respect their difference, and actually make sure you use the best of this diversity in your endeavor. And we really believe that that's the only way to go to space. Bring everything we got together, share resources, share knowledge, and aims for the greater good. The Global Space School brought a different approach to those beliefs. But it's all important, right? So as I mentioned before, I don't think we need a justification for all the resources we spend to go to space, because only the exploration part will do it for me. But we're not the same, right? Diversity again. And so we wanted to look at another parts of it. To go into space can be also profit. And you all try to demonstrate that in your proposal. I think you all did a great job. Of course, given the time you had, it is totally normal that there were some shortcomings. The proposal were not perfect, but that's normal. That absolutely expected. I think you all did a great job. We're very proud of what you guys did. And I think your mentors that were new to this approach virtual, they did an excellent job to keep you together. And I really hope you feel the same about the school. Thumbs up if you do. Let me see those thumbs up or thumbs down. We are open for critiques here. We like your feedback. You started this with us, so you will be the best one to help us to get these things to the next level, to get it better. We aim to perfection, but to get to perfection is a long road, right? And you are in it with us. So with all said, I want to thank you also all the people that helps this happening, and I want to say a special welcome to the host families that usually play a big role in this. And I know that they try their best also in this virtual context, and they have probably something for you that probably Stacy wants to start and share.
All right. Kim, thank you for that beautiful presentation. Host families for your participation. Stacy and I were talking yesterday saying there's no way we could get misty-eyed doing this virtually. That was beautiful. That was such a wonderful expression of our community and the fact that the host families were rooting for you from far away, but still as close as they could be given the circumstances. So I am going to kick off our team presentations. I'm going to echo a lot of what Francesco had shared with you as well. So the cosmos is within us. We are made of star stuff. We are a way for the universe to know ourselves and itself. This is by Carl Sagan. So here we are looking at a couple of galaxies. Our students were talking not just about how to get us to the moon again, to be interplanetary, interstellar. We had groups that were talking about how do we eventually become intergalactic species. And Space School is born from that quest. So our GSS-1 heavy lift team is the mentors. And so one of the beautiful things about Space School is not only is it creating a community that is essentially a family, it's creating a set of lifelong learners that hopefully contribute back to space exploration, but by the very nature of taking time to work with other countries, to work on a really difficult problem, and to challenge themselves in ways that most students don't get to at this age, they're becoming part of a future that we can all be proud of. The other beautiful thing about Space School is the fact that we have alumni that come back to give back to the program, and each of our mentors represents that fact. So first we have Ezra Bordelon, who was Gold Mentor back in 13, and they mentored the STAR group. Secondly, we have Eduardo Moscoso. He was a Blue alumni from 11, and he mentored the team Prometheus. Thirdly, we have Federico Andreozzi. He was also a Blue mentor back in 14. We then will have Louis Heslop, a Maroon mentor from 13, mentoring the Universal Freight Organization. And lastly, we will have Jashandeep Kaur, a Blue mentor from 12 and mentor for Team Kinsa. So each of these people have a very varied background. We have Ezra, who is a worship leader. We have 2 students of engineering. We have Louis, who's been working very hard as a manufacturing engineer, and Josh working in biotechnology. All coming from very different backgrounds, but being able to bring, they had the right stuff. They were able to bring us together in a very different situation, build up teams, build up a presentation, and support these people throughout the 2 weeks. So it is my pleasure to first bring up Ezra to give us some more information and to celebrate Team STAR.
All right. I'm mostly going to be talking to my team. STAR, you guys are awesome. I know this was totally not what you expected. It's a brand new program with a different mission and different teams, and you still did all the homework for the other program and did a lot of preparation for this. And you guys are separated by time zones and computer screens, and then somehow you still came together and you created this really awesome proposal. You worked so hard, and it really showed. Your presentation was beautiful and professional, and you put so much research and thought and passion into it. It's just really great to watch that all come together. You should be really proud of yourselves, and I'm really proud of you for what you've accomplished, and I'm glad to have been able to get to know you and be your mentor. Each one of you is so smart and funny and kind and respectful to each other, and you make a great team. And I hope you all had as much fun during GSS as I did getting to be your mentor. Thank you for being awesome. Don't stop being awesome. And I hope I see you next year. For these reasons, I certify that these students have completed their coursework and performed in alignment with the values and mission of the Foundation of International Space Education. I would like to present the following candidates for graduation: Antonio, Cameron, Charo, Martina, Olivia, Sai, Skylar, and Jimena.
And with gratitude to you, Ezra Borlon, their mentor, I accept your recommendation and pronounce the students of STAR team graduates of Global Space School. As per the award of your contract, the board feels that the costs were very undervalued in this presentation. However, we do feel that you have developed a viable manufacturing process. It is sustainable only if it is repeated on multiple missions. So the board grants you 1.5 billion to cover what we feel is a more realistic estimate of a cost in a multi-year contract. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, Francesco. And next up, we have Eduardo.
Thank you, Tabitha. Thank you, head teachers. Just a small clarification, I was the mentor of Team GSI, Galactic Space Industry. Thank you, head teachers, not only for giving me the opportunity to be a part of the first GSS, but for giving me the chance to work with an amazing group of very talented young students. This wonderful group not only accomplished all their goals by working together, but most importantly, even considered the fact that they never met each other personally, or they were never in the same room at the same time, they became a family. They supported each other, thick or thin, with lots of problems and obstacles on the way that only brought them together in what I think will be a friendship that will last forever. Problems like internet connections failing, having problems with the asteroid, having problems with language barriers that at the end of the day, it's still a thing. And some of them that I'll always remember, like a fire at the house of one of the team members during the recording of the presentation, and one of them trying to get home after curfew hitting his home country to be able to make one last video presentation. Don't worry, everyone's okay. These kids have been wonderful. They worked hard, even with the bad situation we're going through in the world at this particular and difficult moment. And they managed to make meetings something that you look forward to in your day. I truly believe they are well prepared for all the things life has for them in the future. And remember, GSI, heaven's got a plan for you. And for all the reasons mentioned before, I certify that these students have completed the coursework and performed in alignment with the values and mission of the Foundation of International Space Education. I'm proud to present the following candidates for graduation: Astrid Nilsson Miller, Horshel Shah, Julieta Orza, Corey Knight, Nicolás Echegaray, Sebastián Bautista, Tatiana Vasiliev, and last but not least, Jimena Jimenez. Thank you.
And with gratitude to you, Eduardo Moscoso, their mentor, I accept your recommendation and pronounce the student of GSI team graduates of this Global Space School class. And the award. The board awards the full amount of 3.5 billion to produce material resources for deep space exploration and infrastructures. Consideration should be made for alternate asteroids for this purpose, as well as alternate destination of materials. Congratulations.
All right, congratulations, Team GSI. Sorry for that typo. Next up is Federico with Prometheus. Come on up.
Hello, everyone. And I have to say that although my expectations were high, because having been a student before, I know what I was going to find. I was really, really surprised at how talented and how awesome these people that I have the pleasure to work with were. I was especially surprised by their perseverance and their willpower to always come together, never lose their composure, to go against and solve the problems that the project posed against them. So these are qualities that will surely push them all a long way. I also have to say that our team has found a beautiful unity because they were always available to help and to do the little extra work that was maybe had to be done even at late hours, but it was something that had to be done because the team needed it, and the team was the most important thing we had, and that's why these guys have managed to achieve and to complete such an awesome project, of which I am very proud and I am very impressed with, and they should be as well. So for these reasons, I certify that these students have completed their coursework and performed in alignment with the values and mission of the Foundation of International Space Education. I would like to present the following candidates for graduation: Sophie Bell, Marcus Buxman, Alessia Cavaliere, Caitlin Duffy, Joseph Dunn, Serena Joshif, Mathilde Lebayif, Megan Jenny Moore, Patrick Richter, and Kidus Teshom.
And with gratitude to you, Federico Andreozzi, their mentor, I accept your recommendation and pronounce the students of Prometheus team graduates of this Global Space School class. And the award. The board has evaluated this proposal and does not feel that they would like to fund in total. However, we are interested in funding the manufacture and outfitting of the space habitat that will be used as a deep space outpost for 400 million. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done, Team Prometheus. Next up, we have Universal Freight Organization, or UFO, with Lewis Hostler.
Hello, everybody, and I'd just like to start by thanking the staff of GSS-1. It's been a hard time, but I think we've made a good job of it. In my team, I've been extremely proud the whole way through. From the very start, it was clear that some of the members had a bit of work to do to come out of their shell, but by the end, everybody was cooperating, collaborating, and creating some amazing things. Truly, the development of the students throughout the course has been what's impressed me the most. I have a great deal of pride in how much they've come along. And there have been some funny moments along the way, particularly our resident CAD expert spending a long time making a 3D model of a Stirling engine and not a Stirling radioactive generator, which was interesting. And there's obviously been some fantastic friendships made as well, which I'm really happy about. That's one of the main things that I love about the space schools. Particularly, I think there'll be a pretty strong and long-lasting bromance between Benjamin and Cormac. Honestly, what impressed me most was the team's ability to collaborate with the other teams and come back with great bits of knowledge that they could fit into their project. They've truly been working extremely hard the whole way through, even in the tough times, and working on their own accord, especially when I haven't been available due to work commitments and things like that. Honestly, the amount of knowledge that they've gained and what they've done with that knowledge to create something amazing has been truly outstanding. I'm really looking forward to see what they'll do in the future. I'm hoping I'll hear back from them about how their university applications go. And another thing that I'm really looking forward to is seeing how the friendships develop. I really hope that they get an opportunity to meet each other, and it's for these reasons that I certify that these students have completed their coursework and performed in alignment with the values of the mission of the Foundation of International Space Education. I would like to present the following candidates for graduation: Amy Henderson, Ariana Benagi, Benjamin Lee, Cormac Linehan, Diana Zelina, Louis Lemahout, Marie Borman, Saskia Zalov, and Silke Redeka.
And with gratitude to you, Louis Heslop, their mentor, I accept your recommendation and pronounce the students of Team UFO graduates of this Global Space Schools class. The award. The board does not see this as a viable plan for transport of large masses of mined material. However, we feel that it's worth using your plan for crew transportation. To complete this part of the service, we will invest $1 billion. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Team UFO. And last, we have Josh and Deep, who will be presenting Team Kinza.
I'm very much happy that all my students were so fantastic. They were so kind. They were intelligent and very hardworking. They cooperated with me so much, and I know that this is not how we all imagined space school to be, but it has been an amazing journey from last few weeks. We have been working on this, looking forward in for this time to come in our project. And there were like six students in my team, and five of them were attending school. So instead, in spite of this, they worked so hard. They cooperated. We made so much time adjustments. I moved from India to Canada within this time, but there was a complete change in time zones. But we all were always happy to help each other, and it was like I felt like there should be no student who should feel they needed a lot of boosting, and we made a good team. We had good connection. When I used to wake up early in the morning, I used to see 100 messages in the group, and I used to go through all of them. I will miss that very much. Team has been working very hard along with their schools. They worked so hard, and they cooperated with each other so much. I feel like these type of opportunities are we are such fortunate as mentors and as students. We are very fortunate to be a part of this project and to accomplish this thing. I'm very proud of my team. Everyone was so nice. They helped each other, and I would just say that I'm so proud of you all, that you did your best. You gave your best shot. So for these reasons, I certify that these students have completed their coursework and performed in alignment with the values and mission of the Foundation of International Space Education. I would like to present the following candidates for graduation: Harika, Tanya Bagga, Robbie White, Yaresel, Madeline Evans, and Pragya.
And with gratitude to you, Jashandeep Kaur, their mentor, I accept your recommendation and pronounce the students of Kinza team graduates of this Global Space Schools class. And the award. So the board felt that Kinza's budget numbers were realistic. There were too many gaps in their information to award the full contract. However, the board would like to award Kinza $100 million in order to study the possibility of using the MOND process in microgravity. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Team Kinza. Thank you, mentors, again for your support, for fulfilling your destiny to come back and give to the program that gave you a start for your passion in school. and we appreciate what you've done. And I believe now each of your teams will be calling up a student. So Ezra, will you go ahead and call up your representative?
Yeah, Sai.
Hello. All right. My name is Sai Pabseti, and I'm a representative for Star International Industries. These past 2 weeks have been inspirational, informative, and most of all, fun. And I'm sure every student, mentor, and teacher of the school feels the same way. This is all thanks to the board of directors who made the Global Space School possible during these unprecedented times. A sincere thanks to George Abbey, Francesca Fusco, Glenn Johnson, Justin Kugler, Chris Butler, Alexander Baraglia, Lori Webster, Andrea Goodman, Jeevan Pereira, Chen Ge, Andrea Stromeyer, Emmanuel Urquieta. I would also like to thank my mentor, Ezra, who sincerely helped my team these past 2 weeks and helped us get through the toughest of times and assisted us in any way possible. I would also love to thank my host family, the Vasilyevs, for supporting me sincerely these past 2 weeks. Lastly, I want to thank my parents and my sister for supporting me in all my endeavors. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sai. Eduardo? Someone from GSI.
Tati, time to shine.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tatiana Vasiliev, and I'm from Galactic Space Industry. I want to extend a huge thank you to the staff and technical committee of Global Space School for creating the curriculum and the program that made these last 2 weeks absolutely unforgettable, even though it was all virtual. Regarding the staff, I'd like to thank Stacy Butler, head of school, Debica Ingham, head teacher, Kim Collins, consultant, Ezra Bordelon, Team 1 Star International Industries mentor, Eduardo Moscoso, Team 2 Galactic Space Industries mentor, Federico Andriazzi, Team 3 Prometheus mentor, Louis Heslop, Team 4 UFO mentor, and Jashandeep Kaur, Kinza Incorporated mentor, Team 5. I'd also like to thank the technical committee, Francesco Fusco, Glenn Johnson, Rob Alexander, Chris Butler, Alexander Battaglia, Jivan Pereira, Justin Kugler, Stacy Butler, Debica Ingham, and Kim Collins. Personally, I'd also like to extend huge gratitude to my own team and to my mentor. All of y'all are incredible people, and this is going to be something that I remember for the rest of my life. Additionally, I'd like to thank my host family and my own family for supporting me throughout this journey. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you, Tatiana. Appreciate your words. Next, we have Federico and Team Prometheus.
Okay, Caitlin, the floor is for you.
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm from Team Prometheus, and I'm not sure how well this little speech is going to go because I'm a bit more emotional than I anticipated, but we'll do our best. So firstly, I'd just like to thank everyone involved. Like, I've had the most amazing experience in my whole life, so I'm just so grateful for that. So I'd like to start by thanking especially all the guest speakers. You've given up so much time to educate and speak with us for the last 2 weeks, and each of you have provided us with insane amounts of information that's resulted in these amazing presentations that we all made yesterday. You were all so patient with our questions and answered them with incredible knowledge, and we're so thankful for that. So I'd like to thank Justin Kugler, Rob Alexander, Michael Baker, Mark Helminger, Shane Westover, Ali Westover, Dr. Joe Schmidt, Tahir Morali, Dan Roy, Chris Stott, Bill MacArthur, Sunita Williams, and the Relativity Space Panel. I'd like to thank you all on behalf of all the students at GSS, and you guys have inspired us to keep learning and to keep achieving greatness, especially in the space industry. And I'm so appreciative for the experience. And I think we can all agree that this is an experience that my teammates and all the students of the school will never forget. So we're so appreciative for everything that you've done for us. And I'd also just like to extend thanks to everyone who's helped me personally, like my physics teacher, Jared Murphy, my host family, the Zanzones, and everyone else involved, and my teammates and Federico. So thank you.
Thank you, Team Prometheus, for those words. Next, we have Lewis Teslop and UFO.
Yeah, over to Amy.
Hello. So this has undoubtedly been the most amazing experience, better than I think any of us could have ever imagined that it would have been. I will say the same as Caitlin, emotions are flowing, so we're going to try and get through this. I'd like to thank all the host families on behalf of every single member of GSS-1. You guys really showed us what life in Houston was like, which I think was one of our main worries when we were told that this was going to be online. We were like, we'll miss out on Houston life, but he's all really managed to give us that piece of Houston. The host families I would like to thank are Mandy and Jay Atkins, the Bordelons, the Butler and Mitchell families, Anthony and Colleen Etheridge, Doug and Andrea Goodman, the Johnson and Magdalene family, Missy and Bob McCormick, Lauren Penino, Jeevan and Olga Pereira, Dan and Rebecca Roy, Tom and Brenda Sanzoni, Varner and Matt Teal, Nikolai and Olga Vasilev, and the Webster family. I'd also like to add my personal thanks to every single student in GSS-1 because you guys have made the experience so amazing for me. We wouldn't have learned so much if you didn't all put your all in and taught us everything that we need to know about cultures and everything. It was really good. And finally, I'd like to thank each of your families, because we all know that the families have been supporting us all through the late night, early morning meetings and the manic panic deadlines that we've all had to meet. Thank you very much.
Amy, thank you for your words, and thank you for adding that about the families that have supported the students as well. There were many nights we saw people huddled in the dark, people trying to find some type of internet connection, waking up early. Your families have definitely been a part of it, so thank you. Josh and Deep with Kinza for our last thanks.
Okay, so Robbie White.
Hi everyone, my name's Robbie. I'm a representative from Kinza Incorporated. I'd just like to thank, on behalf of all the students who have attended this year's online Global Space School, the various country contacts for each of our students. We are so fortunate to have amazing opportunities like this available to us, and we would like to thank you all so much for organising and offering us the chance to attend Global Space School. We are all incredibly grateful. I'll try my best to get all your names correct. However, I apologize if I make any mistakes. So from Argentina, Carolina Casalaspro, from Australia, Denise Hampton, Robert Dyson and Deborah Jones, from Bolivia, Dulcie Hughes, from Canada, Axie Hausa Kawaguchi, Sophia Galish, and Lauren Malay, from Chile, Alfredo Garcia, from Ethiopia, Angela Beck, from France, Adrian Martin and Victor Dumouriez, from Germany, Carl Siebold, from India, Paru Sawalia, from Ireland, Aidan O'Donoghue and Jared Murphy, from Isle of Man, Jennifer Stone and Chris Stott, from Italy, Maria P. D'Amato, from Julia Moyo and Massimiliano de Luis, from Kazakhstan, Yulan Utwalen and Roshan Uzakova, from Mexico, Jose Hernandez and Fernando de la Pena, from Namibia and South Africa, Vilda Duplessis, from New Zealand, John McClellan and Brent McFarlane, from Russia, Vadim Susko, from Scotland, Malcolm Patterson and Stefan Lamb, and finally from USA and Kentucky, Lou Carter and Melanie Dawson. Thank you all so much. This was such an incredible opportunity that we'll remember for the rest of our lives. There are also some special thank yous I would like to make very quickly, starting off with a huge thank you to my team's amazing mentor, Jashan, who helped guide us through the process of GSS so well this year, which actually included getting Tanya, Madeline and I getting back to work after arguing about how much better New Zealand is than Australia. But also, thank you to my host parents, Tom and Brenda. You definitely made me feel so welcome and comfortable. And finally, to my team, Kinza Incorporated, thank you all. You've just made this experience so incredible, and I hope you and I hope we can continue to stay in touch in the future. Yeah, thanks everyone.
Thank you, Robbie. All right, so that was a conclusion of our thank yous. Everyone take a moment to recognize that smile and that pride that you all feel. All of you are part of creating an amazing experience. I know a lot of people are dealing with kind of grief and with what's going on. You see the world around you and think, how are we going to fix this? And the answer is through experiences like this and people like you. So in 2 weeks, you with blood, sweat, and tears put together an amazing experience. So imagine as you grow your community and your network and your abilities, what you will do for this world. So with that, I am going to hand it over to the woman that bore this experience for you, our head teacher.
Okay, Space School. I got to get that in one last time, right? Okay. So I am doing closing remarks. Believe it or not, guys, this is it. We are wrapping up first class of Global Space School, putting it in the books. And I think that that is something, I've heard you say it already, but something to be proud of. Debick and I said yesterday, there's no possible way that we could get weepy because I haven't actually met any of you. So there's no possible way that I could be, you know, a weepy mess. And some of you guys have already said it. It's the essence of Space School. It's you guys. And that's what I want to take the time right now. I mentioned it the other day when we wrapped our all school, but the board wasn't there. This program had every opportunity to fail. It really did. I created something knowing and believing that the students that we bring to Space School could make it work. And I said, if I can make this, if I can present these to these kids can make it work. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the full backing of Space School, the alumni that come before you, the foundation. Thank you for believing in this program and for getting that moment to finally meet somebody who thinks like you and running with it. And I think that that's the big thing that Space School does, is we provide you an opportunity to meet someone who thinks like you for the first time. It's not any of those kids who are just trying to scrape by. It's not any of those kids who, you know, do the work at the last minute. It's somebody who puts in the effort like you, and it makes you excited to keep learning. And you want to learn, and you want to research, and you want to know more. And you've got people around you for the first time that feel the same way. And so I think that that is one of the main reasons why this is successful in person and online. So thank you for your time, for getting up early, for staying up late, and just making this work. So thank you for that. I hope that you have been able to get the idea that the world is so much smaller than you thought it was. I think that's one of the secrets of Space School. The world is smaller than you thought it was. Even online, it is smaller than you thought it was. And you can find something in common with someone who doesn't even normally speak your language. And so I hope that you see that the world is smaller than you thought. We ask that you would just keep dreaming, keep being curious. Sorry. Get out there and change the world, because you are the generation that'll do it. And we believe that. So follow your passions and go out there and touch the stars, because you can. On a personal note, I told the students this the other day, and the board knows this, but our YouTube viewers might not. This is my last year with Space School. I am retiring for real this time. I've tried to retire twice, and everyone seems to think that I'm not allowed to leave. Yeah, Francesco. So on a personal note, I would just like to thank Space School for everything it's given me. Jeff and Annette Mules for starting this program as many years ago as they did, the vision that they had, for accepting me as a student and then as a mentor, for the FICE board for coming back and creating a corporation and a nonprofit organization in the matter of months so that students like you could come back the following year when things fell apart, when we didn't know what would happen. There were a group of people who said, no, we need to make this happen because these kids matter. So for the FICE board for incorporating yourselves as quickly as you could and making it possible for these kids, for inviting me back to mentor more than once, and then trusting me enough to run this program for the last 3 years. So thank you so much to Space School for everything you've done for me in my formation as a person. And I am more than thrilled to hand this over to very capable people. Debika will be here, Kim will be here, and Space School will go on without me. And I know that for sure. And so I am more than thrilled for the time that I've been able to spend here with Space School. And I thank you so much to the students, to the board, to the alumni for everything that you've done for me on a personal note. So students, congratulations. You did it. All right, I think that is it. Am I missing anything, Debika?
Your plans for next year with us?
Well, yes, I suppose I haven't shared that. My plans for next year, I'm actually leaving education. I am going to go work for the church. I'm actually joining a religious community. And I will be off the grid. So Francesco, even if you want me to come back, I can't. I won't be around.
I have friends in high places. I think I can get there.
I don't know if that high, Francesca, but we'll see. All right. The chat stream has been hilarious. I think the most funny is I can finally close all those tabs. So yes, for a few days before you get back into the, I love that manic panic, I think Amy, you said, of life. Celebrate what you've accomplished, turn off your computer, close all the millions of tabs you've had open for communication and studies, and congratulations.
Couple of housekeeping before I forget. Your certificates and t-shirts will get mailed to you as soon as they are ready. And a video is getting put together by yours truly, and you can look forward to that showing up probably in about 2 weeks as just a sweet reminder of all that you've accomplished. So I'm working on it. I wanted to make it good and long, but I didn't want it to take up all of our time here at graduation. So a little sweet reminder in probably about 2 weeks. So look forward to that.
And I'll chime to that we really want to make a very nice web page for GSS-1. And so you'll probably be asked to provide some inputs in terms of videos or something that we can add to the web page. So hopefully that will come.
Okay, Space School, that's it. We're done.
Lots of love from Texas. Hopefully we'll see you here soon.
Bye, guys.